listen to music as well. And we notice the lighting came up, and I can go back to watching a movie. And the lighting comes down, and then the layout changes as well. We also have more of a one room. Let's do this. If I shut down, we have more of a launch pad feel.
RedEye Pro, which has more connectivity on the back
with customized graphics and so forth.
Sensor IR, contact doors.
And we can actually, we have this integrated so that I can actually press a button on the lighting system and launch an activity from there as well.
Now, what lighting technology are you using
This
here?
is a Vantage lighting system.
Okay.
And so this will launch, that first should launch the watch a movie button, if I remember. So again, the lights dim, and then we're back to watch a movie. This guy's
Okay, so that's a Motorola Zoom, and behind it is an iPad?
Yep.
That works just the same?
And we can control volume from the rocker switch here. We can mute. We can power down the whole system. So we're actually using the feedback from the lighting system to issue commands as well. So you don't have to always pull out a tablet and so forth to control volume or mute.
Right.
So the RedEye products run a full built-in web server. And so you can control them from any PC with a modern web browser, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, and it's just, you get the same integration as when I launch an activity on an iOS device. You'll see the change here. I've got my buttons. I can actually use keyboard shortcuts. M is for mute, space is for play. You know, you can assign those as you'd like. And then you can also set up and configure from the browser. So with a PC browser, especially with a VPN, you can configure remotely. You can add devices, you can customize activities, and we actually prefer, because you can use the keyboard and mouse, select multiple buttons and move them as a group, that kind of thing. It's actually much more convenient than doing it on an iOS device. And we have our whole scripting language in here as well, so I can edit my the scripts that I use to manage the feedback and so forth. So this is the what we call the port script for our receiver here. So it's sitting there listening for feedback coming back from the receiver. If the volume level changes, if the receiver is turned on or off. And this is what we were using with the lighting system before to respond to button pushes in the lighting system. So I can set this up so that when somebody hits the power button on the front of the AVR to turn it off, I can shut the whole system down or do other things. So this has a full built-in scripting language. And as of the release that just came out this week, you can download these RS-232 drivers just as if you were downloading an IR code set from our website. And you can download those pre-written drivers, and you can go in and tweak the scripts if you want. Especially with the lighting system, you'll have a little bit more customization that you'll want to do. In the case of something like this AVR, it pretty much comes ready to use, and it's no more difficult to set up than an infrared device.
So all these drivers are Lua scripts?
The serial port stuff is all through Lua, and then the IR, we have the captured IR commands or the database commands. And then you can, so here's our lighting. And we have a little bit more involved script for our lighting just because we're processing a lot more of that feedback and so forth.
So any lighting processor supporting ASCII commands could easily be implemented?
Absolutely. Or hex, you know, I mean, it's a little bit more involved to do hex over the serial port.
Right, yeah, but like the, the L control, L M1, that one's pretty easy to implement.
Absolutely. And this will be, we'll roll out IP control by the end of the year, and it's going to be based on the same principles. So you'll be able to write scripts for IP interaction and so forth, and then we'll also roll out downloadable devices that use IP, so to make it easier. So that's the plan for the next couple months here.
Now, what's the MSRP on the Pro?
The Pro retails for $749.